Is the question that we are being asked to write about. What does this big, beautiful heading say, Naomi?
Why are hurricanes so dangerous?
Why are hurricanes so dangerous? We've been discussing how to be prepared for them. We also read our background essay to get lots of information on it. We're going to continue exploring more about why hurricanes are so dangerous. Go on. It's okay. We are on page, it says 47. And up here I have the pictures displayed so we can see them a little better. So I'm going to turn to that page with you guys. Let's see. I need a volunteer to raise their hand and tell me what word we still have to define. Yes, what word do we still have to define? Rain bands. Rain bands. It's important to have these vocabulary words understood so that way we can use them in our writing. Rain bands. Maybe rain bands is going to be in your essay to explain why hurricanes are so dangerous. Once we're done with this, we're then going to move into pre-bucketing. We're going to start generating ideas of what our essays are going to be about. All right, rain bands. Take 1 minute to go back in your text and find out what rain bands are. Yep, just like we did yesterday. Get these last two words defined so we can move on. Rain bands. You think you found rain bands? Oh, look at you. Good job. So why don't you underline it and write it? So Sophia found rain bands under the heading, what is a hurricane? And it is bolded. Rain bands.
Ooh, rain bands. Make it dance spiral. Can I underline what it means? Oh, yeah, I found it in the title.
All right, Liam found it, so he's writing it out.
All right, I found it.
Right here. Good job. Rain bands.
Oh,
Rain bands.
Miss Chris, can I write rain bands?
They can make a great spiral pattern.
Down here, you found rain bands? And lightning. Aria, what is a rain band?
Rain bands are these things that have like a lot of rain.
They are these, when you say things, what do you mean by things?
They're
What does
like
the text say?
they say that they make a giant spiral pattern several hundred miles across, and they carry great amounts of rain and lightning.
So these aren't just anything. These are giant spiraling patterns that are several miles across, and they carry great amounts of rain and lightning. That sounds pretty dangerous. Rain bands. Our next word is tropical depressions. Tropical depressions. What is a tropical depression? All right, Noah, guide us. Where did you find it? What paragraph?
It says how to
All right, it's under the heading, How Do Hurricanes Form? Use your text features to go back and find it. That way you're not reading the entire essay from the start to the bottom. Tropical depression. Yes. You know where you found it? Where did you find it?
I find it.
Oh, that says tropical storm. We need tropical depression. So it's going to be down here and it's bolded. You have it underlined. Good job. Under that heading, how do hurricanes form?
I'm just gonna put the thing.
Yeah, with the pressure, it's the weight. Otherwise, it
Large amount
would be a
of rain.
pressure.
Tropical depression.
No.
Hurricanes.
You can look at them in the ocean.
These are places out in the middle of the ocean
Well, what else does
where
it
the
say?
weight or pressure.
You have to tell me about the weight and pressure, because I could put a boat out in the middle of the ocean. Is that going to be a tropical depression?
See,
So you got to be able to tell me where it's where the weight or the pressure of the air is going to go.
let's look at how best.
Yes, it is in the middle of the ocean, but it's the air is uneven, and so is the weight and pressure. Because you could put a boat out in the middle of the ocetion. I could
Okay,
put you
for
out in
tropical
the ocean.
depression, who has a, what would you like to say? How would you define it?
I don't know. I found it by tropical depression. I found it right where how
What have you wrote for your definition though?
these are places out in the middle of the ocean where the weight or pressure of the air is a little uneven.
Where air gets uneven and something's formed. What's forming? Is a rainbow forming?
Yeah.
No, a rainbow's not forming. What's forming, Jean?
And something that is coming by.
Yes, the air is circulating just like that. I love how you did the movements. And it's creating a storm, okay? It's uneven air that's starting to create a storm. These are words that you're going to hear about a lot when you talk about hurricanes. And we can use these in our essay to answer. What question are we answering, Milan? What is our essay question? Not what are hurricanes? You're so close. It's at the top here. It's on the board. What is it?
Why are hurricanes so dangerous?
Why are hurricanes so dangerous? Why are hurricanes so dangerous? Okay, now that we are done with those words,
I'm not done.
we have, what do you still have left to do, Jean? You're finishing your writing of, it's okay, we need those to make sure that we can read. Go do your best. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at our next document. We're going to look at our pre-bucketing. We have the words defined. When you guys are looking at your pre-bucketing, make sure you stick with this. Why? What does the word why mean? Okay, if we have why, what are we going to be looking for?
Question?
Kind of.
Why do hurricanes are so many?
When you see the word why, you're looking for
Answers.
reasons, questions. Why? Why are they dangerous? So when you're going through this bucketing, what should your buckets be?
Why are hurricanes so dangerous?
Why they're dangerous. They shouldn't be, oh, they're ugly, right? No, so why? Okay. And that's actually perfect for our first question. I need you to read me that first question, Andrea.
What's the mini Q answer? Question.
What is the mini Q question? What is the mini Q question? Everybody go ahead and write that. Go ahead and write the answer to that and then we'll share out. Because I have faith that everybody knows the mini Q question and we can share it out in a second.
Part question.
All right, Alexandria, what is the answer to this lovely question? Why are hurricanes so dangerous?
I saw capital letters at the beginning of the sentence. I saw question marks at the end.
Ooh,
So amazing.
look at this. We're getting our punctuation correct. Good job. Why would I not use a period? What if I wanted to put a period at the end of it? Haley. Because it's a question. You're right. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget these things. Why are hurricanes so dangerous? I see almost all pencils are down. Maybe you guys have even experienced that, and we can discuss some of our experience. Maybe you have some real life experience why hurricanes are so dangerous.
They can be what?
Pencils down when you're finished writing.
I think we forgot those things.
Yeah. Okay, question 2. Question 2. Read that for me, Noah.
Which term in the question is to be identified?
Define. Which terms in the question need to be defined? What do you think? Hurricane? We defined that earlier. We did. That was actually one of our definite. What is a hurricane? And we took the time. So if we went back to our other document, because we have to use these. These aren't just here for us to fill out and forget. We need to go back and use them. We could actually answer that. So is there another word that you think should be defined? Another word? We talked about why. Dangerous. Everybody write dangerous. D-A-N-G-E-R-O-U-S. Dangerous. In order to answer this question of why hurricanes are so dangerous, we need to understand what it's asking. If we don't understand what dangerous means, we might write something not quite so great. And so our next question, number 3, leads us right into that. It says, what is the meaning of the term dangerous as it's used in the question?
What?
Oh, see, my questions are kind of a little bit different than yours. Rewrite the question in your own words.
What question?
Why are the hurricanes so dangerous? Rewrite that in your own words.
So before we actually pause, before we do that, because my question's different than yours, we need to understand what dangerous means. What does dangerous mean? What do you think dangerous means, Sam? What do you think dangerous means? Something bad will happen. Okay, well, you're thinking about it. All right, hold on. Naomi really wants to. She's holding her hand so nicely. Yes.
I think dangerous means when something is gonna hurt you.
Something could hurt you. It has the potential to hurt you. If you also agree with someone, how can we show it? How can we show that we agree? Yes, perfect. Sophia, what does dangerous mean? Not safe. Yes. Jonah. Something harmful. I like these words that you guys are using. Devontae. Kind of like what Jonah said, harmful. We have harmful, could hurt you.
Something that puts you in danger.
So that would be you're restating the word dangerous. You're just something that puts you in danger. What is danger?
You're in a harmful place.
Harmful place. Andrea.
Something that can harm you.
Harm or hurt you? Yep. So we have a common theme of harm, hurt. Is it good? Is it bad?
Something that puts you at risk.
Something that puts you at risk. Nice. Yes. Is that something dangerous would be putting a plastic bag? That flaming plastic bag.
Yeah.
Is something dangerous good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. It can hurt you. It can harm you. Puts you at risk. So now that we have that knowledge of what the word dangerous means, we're going to go ahead and answer number 3. Rewrite the question in your own words.
What is dangerous?
You're going to write that
What does your own words mean? Can you write, why are hurricanes so dangerous?
No.
That's not your own words. What are your own words?
When you take something and put it
When you take something and put it in your own words, okay? So think in your head, why are hurricanes so dangerous? How can I rewrite that? Turn to your neighbor and talk. How can we rewrite this? How can we rewrite this? What do you think?
Let's get some conversations going. I want you guys to talk to each other and come up with some ideas. You guys talk before you write.
So harmful.
Milan, you can talk with this group and that group. What do you think? You're probably you need to ask them.
Are you going to have to use the word hurricane?
No.
Very good. I don't know if there's any other way to change the word hurricane to something else, but there is part of it that you can change.
But you better have a capital.
Talk about that with your team. What are some words you could use instead? Oh, we're talking about hurricanes though. So tropical storms are one right before a hurricane reaches. Think of those lovely words, those synonyms for dangerous. Think of those words. I hear some conversations over here about bad. What are you guys thinking? Love it. Are you guys all going to read the same one? And what do you? Okay.
What you have?
I like it. So this group came up with something together. What do we have over here? What have we talked about? Okay, so we need to rewrite that. So that question right there, why are hurricanes so dangerous? We need to flip it around into our own words. So we didn't talk about all those different words that dangerous means, right? So we can try rewriting the question with one of those words. You think that would work? So why don't you guys talk about some
Right now, we're just rewriting that question. We're not answering the question. You're just rewriting that question.
Yes.
In your own
You can talk with your group.
Why are hurricanes
I see a
so
lot of shoulders turn.
I also put one hurricane.
But wait, what does this question say? It says rewrite the question. Did it say to answer the question? No, it said to rewrite it. I like that you have the knowledge to start answering it. What did you guys write? Oh, I like this. I like it. Before we share out some of our answers, I have another question for you. Are hurricanes only dangerous to people? No, they're not just dangerous and harmful for people. All right, so that will also help us rewrite our questions. Animals, plants, houses, property. Yep, good job. All right, class.
Yes.
We are going to come back to our whole group and share what we have discussed with our classmates. And I really appreciate that our voices did not go above a 2. We kept it really, really well using our turn talk voices. Liam, what did you and your partners talk about?
We were talking about the hurricane
So what is the question? How did you rewrite the question?
I wrote hurricanes are harmful to the
Why are hurricanes so harmful? Has anybody write that to you? Okay. Raise your hand if you wrote a different question, if you rewrote it a different way. Aria.
Why do hurricanes put you at risk?
Why do hurricanes put you at risk? Very nice.
Was she supposed to write the answer?
No, you rewrite the question. So you're gonna, instead of saying why are hurricanes so dangerous, you're gonna say that in another way. Tell me another way that's asking. Yes, Alexandra. How can hurricanes be so harmful, Kaylee? Why is a hurricane bad? Why is it so bad? Kiara.
Why are hurricanes so harmful and unsafe?
Why are hurricanes so harmful and unsafe? That's really, you guys are using great ways for another way to get across that it's dangerous. Eric. Why can what hurt you? So do you have that in this? Just have why can the hurricane? Because if you say why can they hurt you? If I'm a reader that I've never picked up that paper before, I'm going to look at that title and I'm going to say, wait, who's they? And tell me who they is. I like that you're supposed to use some pronouns, but. And Jean, if you have something different, keep your hand up.
Why are hurricanes so harmful to things?
Why are hurricanes so harmful to things?
Why are hurricanes so hurtful?
Why are hurricanes so hurtful? Great job. It really seems like we understand the question to the point where we can start doing our buckets, our pre-buckets. So these buckets that we're about to do, they're going to be what our essay is about. They're the heart and soul of our essays. But they might change as we continue to explore and we start looking at our other artifacts and documents that we have in here. They might change. These are just your rough draft ones. So I'm going to pull up a perfect. You have it right there. So now it's time for us to brainstorm some ideas. Brainstorm some ideas that our essay can be about for us to explain and answer this question. What are some ideas that you think it could be about?
And remember, we decided why means I need to have reason.
Mm-hmm. So, yes.
Do we have to do partner if we want to somebody?
Yes, I think for the pre-buckets, we can do partner talk. I think that would be great. Let's get the discussion flowing. But remember, if you have a reason, you kind of got to back it up. Okay, that's fine.
You can even use our last hurricane to help you come up with these reasons, because I know that I was like, ooh, that's scary. Ooh, that's scary.
Hurricane. Yes, Hurricane Ian.
When she turned around, so you guys can work together.
So we're doing some separate things here. So what do you think that your first reason should be? What are you thinking?
Why are hurricanes so dangerous?
Are they writing it down right now?
So I need a reason. What's one reason why they're so
Just talk to
dangerous?
each other. We need 3 things that make hurricanes dangerous.
One reason is to have their dangerous is because they break houses.
Okay, so you're gonna write break houses. They can lift heavy things. What causes those heavy things to lift? What's lifting? Is it the rain?
You're not writing yet.
So you're talking heavy winds.
You guys are all talking on what the reasons are. Oh, wait, you guys have a wonderful article you can go back and look into. Lots of information in that article if you don't want to use your brain.
Why are hurricanes dangerous?
And when you answer these, you do not have to write a full sentence for your reason. It's caveman talk. Just get the point across, okay? Does anybody have 3 reasons or one that they would like to share? Kiara.
What is a hurricane?
Sorry, I was talking to Miss Chris.
If you go across that first paragraph, that's where I got a lot of information from. Remember, use the text you have. It's your resource.
What did you say?
You can use all of these texts to help you write.
They can break houses?
What do you have? Let's just to help get the discussion flowing. Kiara. They can break houses, okay? What do you have?
What could break the house though? What is that thing that can break the house?
What can break the house, Kiara? But what of the hurricane? What part of the hurricane can break the house? The I? Okay.
Let's go look back in the article.
Lightning.
But
But she said go back to the first paragraph. Reread that first paragraph.
Sorry, it's actually the second.
Second paragraph.
Over
Go back.
vehicles. What is making those vehicles flip?
What took all our trees
What part of the
down?
hurricane? Is it the rain? Is it the wind? Is it the eye wall? Is it the wind? So those are some ideas. We have
Sounds like
rain.
we got wind.
Yep. Wind is a common one that I've heard. Wind. B-R-E-A-K. But I like how we have just one word. We don't need a lot of words for these phrases.
What's another reason? Why? Why are hurricanes so dangerous? We already have wind.
How about when people were told to evacuate around here for Hurricane Ian? What were we evacuating from? Sophia. We were, but what was going to come to our houses? It was people along the beach and the coast. They had to evacuate. And when we read about in here, we talk about this. It says that there's, oh goodness, where's my page? It talks about a lot of rain. And so what was going to happen, Aria?
I got another reason, flooding.
Flooding.
Flooding, I like that one.
Evacuating because their houses were going to flood. Flooding. Flooding.
You right, flooding, yes. One is wind, two is flooding. What's your third? Rain is flooding.
Hard wind. Yep, is that in your article?
What's another one? Was tornadoes in your story?
Tornadoes can sometimes happen, but it's not a hurricane.
Well, first you have to have what she has a one and she has a two.
Yeah, let's go back.
Your first paragraph has a lot of information about why hurricanes are so dangerous that can help us. Let's go back and reread that first paragraph.
Get back to the first paragraph.
So I like how Noah's annotating. He has some underlining going on here. What have we underlined?
Read the first paragraph again.
They can. What is this sentence?
Read that first paragraph.
I only found two things, flooding and heavy rain.
The article you read on page 393.
Go back to the first paragraph.
Oh my goodness.
Jorge, you didn't write it.
Perfect. I'm gonna have you read that. Okay.
First paragraph.
But the second paragraph.
It is the second paragraph. Class.
Yes.
Noah's gonna read this aloud and let's see if it gets some things jogging. He's gonna read the second paragraph to us.
Hurricanes can knock over houses, throw vehicles through the air, and flatten entire forests with the power of their winds. Rapid destruction.
Listening.
They can also cause flooding, either with heavy rains or by causing water to surge from oceans and lakes.
So we have flooding up there and we have wind. It talked about, there's one more thing that we keep talking about that we don't have quite yet. What, yes. Yeah, hurricanes cause lots of destruction. They do. A lot of rain. Heavy rain. This is not just a summer storm that's passing by. It's heavy rain.
For a
So-
long period of time.
A long, yes. It can break the road, yep. So up on the board, we have these 3 buckets drawn out, just like your 3 buckets on your page. And we have our reason 1, strong winds. Reason 2, flooding. And reason 3, heavy rain. Well, your destruction, what causes the destruction though? Yeah.
Sophia, you need to write. Sophia, Andrea, you need to
Good
write.
job.
In the buckets.
All right, so let's make sure we have our 3 reasons. So tired. Oh no.
I woke up at 8:07. I woke up
When you are done, show me you're done by turning to document A. We're going to start exploring document A.
How much destruction is
So, the picture you can really see up here.
there? Also, like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, take 1 minute, use your eyes, and just look at that picture and see what you can see. Don't say anything at all. Just look at the picture. You can look up here because it's in color. It's a little easier to see. You can look on your paper, but look at that picture and just see how many things you can find.
Can we zoom it in at all?
I just tried.
I would look, it's easier to look up on the board than on your paper.
I know. I know.
Because the copies are kind of distorted. So just take a minute. We're not talking. Just look and see. If you need to come sit on a dot for a second and look and see. That's it. So people can see past you. See how many things you can see. We're not talking. Voices off. Gentlemen, ladies, voices off. Your eyes are the only thing working right now.
I know what I just pressed.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Everything
Oh, you can see better.
I just put the photo.
Just, our voices are off and just use your eyes. Ask those questions in your head and then save them so we can ask them out loud when it comes time.
Okay.
Water.
You need water.
I do. I'm going to get a sip of water right now.
Okay, 30 more seconds. Just your eyes. Sweetheart, just your eyes.
They broke the whole
All right, go back to your seats.
What?
Thank you to everybody that listened and got up and went right back to their seats. Thank you.
Another point.
And who would like to raise your hand if you found something you'd like to share? Yes, ma'am.
For me, I think this is a broken plane.
Oh, she sees something that looks like a broken plane. So on your paper, you can put a circle in that area and off to the side write broken plane. All right, next.
Right
there. Right here.
I circled it.
Little circle and write broken. If you can't see it on your paper, it's okay. It's not a great copy, but you will have that information there for later. Yes, ma'am. What do you see?
A bunch of broken houses.
Come point to it. Oh, all of them, right? There's a whole area of broken houses, so you can just write off to the side broken houses. You don't have to put an arrow to it.
Well, I gotta circle the whole thing.
Oh, the bridge. Bridge is damaged. So off to the side, right? Bridge damaged or broken. B-R-I. There you go. B-R-I-D-G-E.
What do you see, Aria? Go up and show us.
Who else has something? Jonah, come on up and show us.
Aria's coming up too. Go ahead, Aria.
Oh, sorry. Ari first and then hold on a second. What is it? It looks like a what? A shop? Is that the same one you saw? So what's wrong with the shop?
To be honest, I thought it was a building.
Oh, a billboard. Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's fine. So there's a shop here, and it is
Broken.
broken. What's the combination here? What do we notice? Broken, 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 right?
Is that a lake of the hurricane?
That's a good question. Now, look at this picture and read above it and below it. Hand on your head when you know what happened. No, if that part's on your paper, that part you can read on your paper. It's not all the way. You have to read on your paper, guys. Read it on your paper. Go sit down. On your paper. On your paper. Yeah. I see 5 friends with their hands on their heads. So they read it. They know what's going on. 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you read it and you know what's going on.
You're famous. Are you Addison
Wait, what's going on in that picture? I'm not really sure what to think of it.
Oh, I know. Hurricane Andrew drove a sheet through a Lakewood through a trunk of a palm tree near Homestead.
Homestead. That's a place. That's a place in Florida.
What category was that?
We are actually about to read that. We're about to read that. Do you see? Look at this. This is a piece of wood. It's not a little piece of wood. And it went through a palm tree. Those heavy, strong winds were able to cut that through with the palm tree. So I think we're on the right track so far with that reason. That's heavy winds are definitely. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to read the note that goes above this photo to help us really understand what's going on here. This is where we're going to wrap up for the day and after this note, okay? The photo below is an aerial view of parts of Dade County, Florida. Aerial means that it's taken from above in a plane. And it shows the results of Hurricane Andrew. The hurricane had reached a Category 5 status, with 142 mile per hour sustained winds and gusts up to 169 miles per hour when it made landfall in Homestead, Florida on August 24th, 1992. Andrew crushed mobile homes and threw boats and vehicles across distances of hundreds of feet. 54 people died in the hurricane and 1 million were evacuated. So that picture right there is your sister's Yours does say a different number than mine. Yours says that 65 people passed away. Mine says, and the damages were over 52 billion. Mine has just a little bit different writing than yours. Mine maybe gave a little bit more in-depth to it. But now we can look at that picture and we can really understand. That is a primary source. So that is a source that was taken, a picture that was taken really closely after an event happened. And that's what primary sources are. They are pictures, newspapers, paintings, drawings, videos. And they are the things, they are first accounts, real things that just happened. They are real documents.
showing us what happened, their evidence. It's really important to history to have these primary sources to see exactly what happened. And this is a primary source. It's kind of hard to look at. Those were somebody's homes. And they were all just in stores. They were just wiped out. And it's important for us to understand and use these primary sources to understand how dangerous these hurricanes are. So now we can, if we hear that a Hurricane 5 category or Category 5 hurricane's coming, we know, okay, don't take this lightly. This is what could possibly happen because hurricanes are so dangerous. This happened in 1992.
Were you guys alive in 92?
No.
Was I?
30 years ago.
My mom was like 16.
I was not in it, but
Okay,
I remember it.
Was on the news?
Tomorrow we're going to continue analyzing this primary